Good morning. Welcome in. We are live on TikTok and YouTube today. So just making sure I've got my chat windows ready to go so that we can have a little chit chat as we go. We are lucky enough to have access to a early access code for the demo of Car Dealer Simulator. So the full demo of this game is going to be released in a couple of days' time on the 27th of March. We're having a sneak peek. I'm quite looking forward to this, I have to say. Making sure my mic was coming through there. We had a look at the prologue and I really, really enjoyed the prologue. We played that probably a couple of months ago. This gives us access to more content than last time. So there should be, I believe we'll still do the first day, but I think there's a second day as well. So we'll get a much better feel for where else like this game is going to take us with extra functionality and what they've got planned. So very, very excited. So thank you, Garage Monkeys, for giving us an opportunity to look at this early. We're going to do a brand new game and get a new save slot. Now, the music in this game is through Epidemic Sound. So if you are making content and you have an Epidemic subscription, you can play the music. I don't. So I've got this on streamer mode and I'm playing my own chill music today. I think it's nice to have a bit of lo-fi while you're mucking around with a sim. It's a good vibe. Okay, so we're starting our career in Winston Springs as a novice car dealer. Your boss, Little Sam, has prepared a series of challenges to help you quickly implement the game's rules. We'll learn how to buy and refurbish cars and negotiate and make profitable deals to succeed in the local market. Discover the ins and outs of the industry, win customers, and see how each decision shapes your reputation and future business opportunities. All right. Little Sam's calling us right now.
Little Sam here.
Little Sam.
Are you already there? Because, you see,
Oh.
I'm a bit late for the company. I was stopped by some duties.
Duties.
But don't worry. I have a task for you to start with.
All right, let's go. Hello, Asgard.
By the time you get settled, I'll be there.
How are you doing? Welcome in.
First, we have a fresh car to pick up from
Okay.
one of my contractors. You don't have to worry about money.
All right.
Everything is already settled. You're supposed to take the trailer and bring the car to the garage.
All right. We're going to collect our first vehicle.
Well, come on. There's no time to waste.
And we're going to do it in the tow truck. I'm just doing a multi-vertical live today. So I'm live on only 2 platforms. If Twitch can actually get good and allow vertical streaming, then perhaps I would do it there as well. This is optimized for mobile viewing. And unlike Twitch, gives you an opportunity of people actually discovering your stream. Okay, so we're going to drive to our destination. We can set the GPS, open the map, click the left mouse button on the marker to set the destination. All right, so let's have a look at our map. We are headed to where the star is. So we'll put our little route there. And we're going to pick up our vehicle and see what's in store. Let's follow the marker. We've got a little mini map here so we can see where we're going. Hold on, wait. I always get right of way. That is the rule of any driving game. Excuse me. That was a very dangerous corner turn. You need better glasses. You know what's funny? When I do these vertical lives, the expectation, is not really that people will want to watch it on PC, but a surprising number of people do actually still watch it on PC. Oh, see, no one even stops. There was a stop sign. Nobody even stops. Okay, am I on the right road? I think I am. Yeah, here we go. Here's our destination. We're going to collect the car at this rather run-down looking address. Now, I do remember this being a little bit interesting last time, using the tow truck, not gonna lie. Okay, so we go tab for parking mode and we need to park it so that the parking zone, there's a little green parking zone at the back there, which I failed to notice the first time. That needs to be under the front wheels of the car before we can do anything. Then we use E, we lift the hook, attach it to the vehicle, get the remote, extend the ramps, winch the vehicle. I mean, it couldn't be easier. It's going to be absolutely fine. So there's a little, I don't know if we actually get to see that glowing area at the back. Excuse me. Or is that something new they've added? Because it really was kind of hard to see last time. I don't think I'm lined up very well, just quietly. Let's just move forwards a little bit here. Whoops. It gets confusing as soon as you go into reverse. All right, that's pretty straight. We're going to back it in. Now let's see if we can see this little parking zone they speak of. Do we get an actual visual while we're doing it, or is that just the tutorial showing me what I need to be looking for? Nothing is highlighted, is it? Oh, there it is. Yes, if you press tab, you can see the highlighted zone. Oh, thank God for that. That was a nightmare trying to figure that out last time. Whoops. Okay, so if I want to exit, let's leave that there. That should be perfect. Okay, now we need... There's a little remote. And we want to extend the ramp. And it should be okay if it's sitting in the right spot like this. It doesn't look that straight, but it did seem like it was going to be fine. And then we need the winch. Grab the winch, and you get this little glowing marker at the front. Oh, this is working an absolute treat this time. I'm quite pleased. And then we need to grab our remote again. Somebody's waiting already. Just go around, dickhead. And pull it in. Pull it in. Oh, that was beautiful. Quite frankly, that was a masterclass in how to tow a car.
Kid,
Okay.
I almost forgot that I have another business for you.
Right,
We have an
let's go.
appointment with a customer for today for one of our cars. The car is pitch perfect. In truth, everything is fine. But it has a small defect with the exhaust. Nothing big.
Just a little
Minor
defect.
leak. But as luck would have it, we ran out of sealing tape.
He takes ages to say not much, doesn't he, little
Fortunately,
Sam?
You'll be passing near the store, so I figured you'd get it done.
Hello,
Save
Muffins.
you a few pennies on your MOBA cash.
How you doing?
Come back soon, and we'll see each other outside the company.
Guess what I just did, Muffins? I did a I did a perfect tow truck situation. It was a beautiful tow. Now, I don't know if it's because I just didn't fully pay attention to the instructions the first time, or if they have maybe made it slightly easier to tow now. But either way, that went quite smoothly. Now, could be better, could be worse. Yeah, one of those mid-range kind of days, that's what you're saying. Something, you know, obviously when it could be worse, it could be worse, but there's also something unsatisfying about a mid-range day, isn't there? Now, should we take this? Does this car work? Can I drive it? Or is it completely stuffed? I may need to actually take it in while it's on the tow truck. So let's just go through here. Right. Then give it some space. And we can get it down off of the ramp. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be lovely. Hello. Oh, is it Malachi or Maliki? Welcome in. How you doing? Now, if I pull this out while it's still attached, look at that. I have to say, I really enjoyed this the first time I played it. And I feel like I'm going to enjoy it just as much this time. All right, so that's done. We have delivered the vehicle to the garage. Now we know we need to go and visit old Bedroom Eyes at the automotive store now. Wait till you see this guy. I hope they've kept him the same, actually. I hope they haven't changed Bedroom Eyes. We're going to buy some sealing tape. Because we have a dodgy exhaust pipe. And instead of repairing it, you know, I expect the way that you should, we're just going to pop a bit of sellotape on there and it's all going to be absolutely golden. Now what we should do, does that automatically, yeah, that took my old route off. We want to put our new route on. Beautiful. Now, it's not very far from where we just went to collect this car. Just wait for traffic like a good citizen. See how long that lasts. All right. Now, I can't remember his name at the automotive shop. But he stares into your soul. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Now, I can just pretty much park anywhere, so we may as well just block the whole path, just to shake things up a bit, rattle a few cages. There he is, and they haven't changed a thing. He's still here. He looks at you this way the whole time. Okay, so we want some exhaust repair tape. Lovely. That's all we're in the market for today, I'm afraid. Even though we could stand here all day, couldn't we?
Kid, I tell you, the life of a boss is not so easy at all.
Okay.
I have to get a few more things done urgently.
So we're going to go fix this exhaust now.
Since you went smoothly, why don't you take care of that exhaust yourself?
I can do that.
It's easy. Find the leaks and just seal them with the tape.
Find the leaks, chuck some tape on it. Whoops.
Sure it is.
Oh, I might need some sealing tape for the truck as well. And the stop sign.
I have to go. I'll get back to you.
Oh no, I'm stuck on something. Oh, my ramp's out. Shit. I've been driving with my ramp down the whole time. I forgot to put it back. Okay. Whoops. Sorry about that. I might need some more sealing tape. It's a fix-all tape, right? It's like all of your sins disappear. One of those kinds of tapes. I thought it seemed like I, had a bit of resistance there. That makes sense now. Okay. Now, we're going to drop this off. Actually, yeah, we're going to drop this off at the workshop. And we're going to fix the exhaust of the car that we have already placed in the garage. Going to be wonderful. Here we are. Everything's very conveniently located, which I'm appreciating. That's nice. All right. So here's our car that we prepared earlier, which we actually do need to be probably slightly more forwards, or is it going to be okay? The car luckily does work. Okay. It just has a broken exhaust. Now, we're going to repair the exhaust with my tape. I definitely think they have added some functionality here that we didn't see in the prologue, because a couple of things I found slightly unclear seem to be instantly clear this time. I feel like last time it wasn't highlighting the exhaust area like this. So I think that could be something that they have that they've updated. All right, so can I rotate? How can I rotate this? There we go. So we're looking for holes. Which we can find with our spray. We're just going to tape that right up because that's how it's done. Could we do it properly? Probably. Are we going to? No. No, we're not. Okay.
Well,
lovely.
splendid. A little more, and you will earn your.
We're going to take some
birthday
photos
today.
of it after it's had a clean.
I'm already on my way, but
I'm already on my way.
you could take a couple of photos of this wagon from the trailer.
All
It's
right.
important. Remember that on these photos.
It's fine, mate. We've got this. Okay. Now, we're going to give it a wash because we can't take photos of it looking like this, quite frankly. So we want the tool, press E, then apply the fluid, rotate the nozzle. Lovely, lovely. We've got this. So, grab the nozzle, give it a spritz, and we can rotate it if we would like some different angle work. This is basically like a foam spray. I'm so excited about the full version of this, I just think it's a combination of a lot of different simulator games. If you're someone that likes simulator games in general and you play a lot of them, I feel like you're going to just find different games in this one, which is pretty cool. Can I crouch? Bet you sweet bippy I can. Crouching like a champ. That's the way. Look at that. It's almost like we're icing a cake. Probably be a bit much though, icing a cake with a pressure nozzle. I wouldn't recommend. Ooh. Oh, we're getting some music here. Something happened in the game. We've got a little bit of a funky tune playing. Alright. Can we get across? Should we change the nozzle a bit for the roof? Yeah, that's better, isn't it? That's the way. Now. Just do the bonnet. And then we should be able to give it a rinse off. Did I just paint the tyres and the windows? Well, yes, I did, because it's not actually paint, Muffins. It's soap. So I know we're half-assed here. I know that you just saw me put a bit of electrical tape on an exhaust, but give me some credit. We don't just paint over all of our floors. We only paint over some of our floors. So this is our foam. It's like, yeah, it's ready for photos now. We've gone for a Lost in the Blizzard kind of vibe. Now, we need some water. It does look a bit paintish. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. So how can we, how do we toggle again between what I want? The radial menu, that's what I want. So we want some water. It's going to come up an absolute treat. Look at that. So satisfying that I feel like I could do this for my actual day job. I feel like if I did something like this, if I, you know, put foam all over a car and then rinsed it off, I'm not taking my work home with me. I think I can leave that at the door. Spend some time in the sun. See where you've been. Bit of job satisfaction. Call it a day. Now, I don't think we have to wax it as well at this early stage. I think we're just giving it a bit of a rinse off. I think that's the plan. So after we get this foam off, we're going to take some photographs. We're going to get Nickelback all excited. And I'm going to say, look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. That's just me. All right. Here we go. I'm excited. I like taking the photographs. You can work the angles. Get real fancy with it. Because that's how we are. We are fancy people. Obviously. Have we got all the foam off now? It's like we've got 69 litres of foam on it everywhere. Like it went on in one nice little layer. I'm sure it would have all come off by now with this pressure washer. You can see it too. Where's the scanner? There it is. Oh no, that's not good. Is that soap or is that rust? It's soap. Okay. I think it's soap. Those are the bits that we still haven't fully cleaned. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I think that is rust. It's got to be. I think we might need to get some of... Can I get that off with water? Yeah, there we go. We need to get down on our knees here. Need to get serious. Get in all of the nooks and crannies. Look at that. Quite satisfying, actually. It's done. And that's how you do it. There is a lot of rust to fix, if we can be bothered. Now, how much are we going to ask for this car? That's where it matters. So we're going to park this. Am I on the right side? Park it in the marked spot. It's looking a lot nicer than when we picked it up. It's a little rusty. Is it rust, or have we just driven through dust to deliver it to the customer? I mean, who's to say? Who's to say in this crazy world? How about we don't crash this into my tow truck after we've just cleaned it up? Okay. So let's pull out the tablet. Press T, select the camera. Beautiful. Okay. We need to have 3 types of points visible on the car. Okay. Capturing all the points is required to list it on the auction portal. Not a problem. I probably should line it up. It's not going to look very good in the photos if I don't have it in the lines. I feel like that would kind of give everyone in chat a bit of a twitch. Probably me as well. All right. Where's my tablet? There it is. We want our photo mode. Let's work these angles. Let's go. That's number 1. We'll get one of the front. It's a shame there's so much rust on the front. Wonder if you're allowed to Photoshop them slightly. And let's get a nice one down the side like this with our festy workshop in the background. That'll make them feel better, won't it? I've left the electrical tape out on the bench and everything. The jig is up. Okay. Now we need to
I didn't know you were so artistic.
have a rest. We're having a rest. We have nowhere to live for some reason. And we're sleeping on that extremely dirty looking couch inside the office, which is pretty bloody depressing. But here we are. I guess we're at the bottom of a ladder we want to climb. And one day, we could be sat in that big chair over there. That's motivating. Okay. There's my bed. Brilliant. Yeah, my life's going great. Excellent. We're going to have a little rest. Feeling refreshed.
Hi, kid.
Now.
My business is a bit of a slump, but I know you can handle it
Okay.
without me.
We're going to list it.
Today, I'd like you to find a profitable sale offer on your own. Buy
I think
a
I can
car,
do that.
Prepare it, put an ad, and sell it.
Oh, wait.
I'm sending you some money on MobiCash. Just don't spend it all on beers.
It takes so long to say things, little Sam. So we're not actually listing the car that I just did, but we're going to buy a new one. So we're going to have a look to see what is going on the marketplace. Find your perfect car. I have $12,500 that little Sam just sent me. So let's see what we can actually afford. Oh, I like the red one. Red ones go faster, so there's that. Those are last chance offers. Oh, there's lots to choose from. I didn't think we'd have this much choice. Oh, I really like that one at the top. It's so 80s. It's a 1986. I think it's really cute. There's only 2 days left. I think my heart lies with the UMX. So we're going to have a little look at this. What are the photos like? Oh, yeah, it's cute. All right. So we're going to schedule a meeting so we can go and check out the car. So it's saying that it's in fair technical condition. And this is the location we're going to go and check out this car. So if we go to my map, we'll add... hang on a second. Why is there already... Oh, maybe I don't really need to worry about adding a marker because it's already there, really. We have a marker already. So let's go meet with the seller. I'm going to have to drive the tow truck because it's the only car that I've got. I hope I get to buy one for myself just for fun. So I don't have to drive this tow truck around everywhere. But of course, we're going to need to bring the car with us as well. So we're going to need the tow truck. Okay, I'm going to have a little sip of tea here. All right. So we're going to... Where are we now? We're over here. We're going to go straight up here. This is the road that gets you everywhere. Oh, hang on. Wait. No, wait. I think I just read the map upside down. Look out, everybody. It's right there. Right there. Nice and convenient. Lovely. So we'll park up over here on this little patch of grass. And let's see who we're dealing with. What's going on today? Hello? We've got 3 attempts to lower the car's price. Okay, if they get annoyed, we'll lose our chance, basically. Let me warn you in advance. The price is 5,208 according to the ad, and I'm going to stare off into the distance the whole time for some reason. So I'm not going to, obviously I'm not going to offer what they're asking. Who does that? So let's offer 4,750. Okay, now I've got a headache. How about 5,061? What do you reckon to that? What if we go, what is she doing? Making me uncomfortable, actually. Let's go for 900. Okay, how about 5,014? I've only got one chance left.
I don't know.
What if I give her 5,010? Surely she'll go for that. She's still asking for more. Fine. We'll do 5,013.
Think about it.
Done. Accepted.
Whoa! Great job! Whoa! Whoa!
What is happening? What is happening? Okay. So this car clearly brought her a lot of joy, and now it's ours. So let's get this on the back of the tow truck. I think it's going to clean up real... Oh, there she is again. The twin sister. Now. Yeah, she's a cheerleader. That's right. That's her career profile. She brings her work home with her. She takes it very seriously. Practices at every opportunity. Now let's line it up over here a little bit. We need to get it so that we get the park zone. Watch this, Muffins. You're going to be blown away. Get out of my way. You're going to be blown away at the precision of this. Honestly, there's something about, as soon as you want to get something done on the road, every man and his dog's out buying milk. Like, just stop it. Like, it's the middle of the day. Shouldn't you all be at work? To be fair, look, don't judge me yet, Muffins. I've had a bit of interference there. Because apparently this is the busiest street in America. In the middle of the day. We're all having our 11 a.m. walk. Right past my bloody tow truck. They don't rush. It's fine. Take your time. That's the way. Now, you see this little... Hey! You see this little zone on the back? Now, I don't think that was there last time. I think that's new. Either that or I didn't press the right button. I'm going to assume it wasn't there last time. So it needs to be... When it's... Will you just... These people meandering right into my zone. It's very distracting. It needs to be in that little green zone. Look at that. Right. Then you're golden. Then you grab the pilot. Honestly, these people are just driving me insane. Where are you even going? Put the ramp out. And now we know it's perfectly lined up. So we can grab the winch and it's going to put that little marker at the front straight away. And it's all just absolutely magnificent, actually, is how I'd describe that. I mean, that's how you do it. Now, I don't know if we just missed a step when we did this last time, or if they, I feel like they may have made it slightly easier. They've added a couple of guides, maybe, for you to know exactly what you need to do. But it just felt so smooth compared to last time. We had some interesting outcomes last time. I was making some outsider art. Yeah, I think they did make it easier. Maybe they watched my video. Maybe they saw my video and they were like, oh God, I didn't know that a player could do that. Maybe we should put some baby proofing in. Yeah, I used to like to stack them on top of each other just for fun. Now, I'm very excited about this little red car. I'm not going to lie. Let's see how she drives. We'll get it off of the truck. We're going to give it a wash first. I'm like, there's just something, I have a weakness for this kind of car. It's the kind of car you would see with that 80s music playing, driving off into the sunset in maybe like an action movie. I love it. Now let's remember to put the ramp back up. We have been known to drive off and leave it down. Hard to believe. Now, how does it drive? Ooh. Oh, it's a muscle car. It's got muscle written on the back. Oh, it's so fast. Oh, this was a good buy. This was a great buy. I love it. Can I have this for myself? I should be able to buy my own car. Now let's get some foam on it. This is going to look absolutely magnificent when it's all cleaned up. Can you get arrested? Oh, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It is a red car as well, so I might not be able to control myself. But what will happen though, we'll be selling this. This is our first car that we have bought and sold. So we're getting it all pretty for its photographs. I don't know. I don't think it's got any mechanical problems. But I guess we'll find out. We might need to do a little bit of work on the body if there's rust or something else going on, possibly. I really like putting the foam on. Very satisfying. See, if washing my own car was like this, I probably wouldn't mind it. I actually really hate washing the car. It's just, I don't know, it's not an enjoyable job. I don't like the soap that you use. It makes your hands all dry. It's always really hot when you're doing it. Now, is that soaped up enough, do you think? Are we soapy enough? Let's just get some of those little grimy bits that are coming up on the scanner there. Little button you can press, kind of like Power Wash Sim, where you can see bits that you've missed. Like that. Dirty bits. Looks like we can also upgrade the car wash. Am I supposed to do that first? I think I'm supposed to upgrade the car wash first. Okay. So I've probably done this the loser way. Let's go inside and upgrade the car wash. We can do that at the computer. All right, let's do that here. We need to go into the upgrades app on the PC. We're going to go to the car wash and we are going to turn it into a level 2. So what happens with a level 2? We get a large touchless car wash station. We get waxing and we get polishing. Right. A little bit fancy. So hopefully my car is still sitting where I left it and all the upgrades just happened around it. Hopefully they haven't damaged my car. It's like a rabbit warren in here. Is that the toilet? Oh, what? Is this the bathroom? That's actually revolting. Why am I looking? Like, what? I didn't need to look, did I? I mean, I think we got the vibe straight away, to be fair. Okay. Right, so there's our upgraded car wash. Look at this. Lovely. Now, we just need to get the rest of the foam on. Oh, honestly, there's something that really icks me out about when you're on a long road trip and you have to stop off at a Roadhouse bathroom. You have no choice because that's all there is. I'm really fussy about which ones I'll use. So for the kind of trips that I do, there's one that I'll use the bathroom for. When you go into one of them and there's water all over the floor and just like stuff all mixed in with the water, like it just grosses me out beyond belief. Can't cope. So where's the nozzle holder? Maybe there isn't a holder anymore. We can just grab it and go. We can. Okay. Let's put some water on it. Look at the color. It's come up an absolute treat already. We haven't even waxed it. I knew it was going to be pretty. One of my first ever cars was actually a little red sports car. It was a little red two-door sports car. I loved it dearly. I still think about it sometimes. And I had a little sound system installed in it as well, as was the style at the time. So you could hear me coming. Yeah, that's right. The place that I go to, they clean them like hourly. So it's always nice when you go. When you've been on a long road trip, there's nothing worse than, busting for a wee and you run into like the bathroom and it's just horrific in there and you've got no choice. You have to use it. Bad. Now, let's change the nozzle. Do I change the nozzle round still? Yeah, we can still do that. Okay, cool. Lovely. Now it's still showing a couple of areas, I think, where we need to just get in there a little bit more. Some of these little nooks on the car. See it? I like this. This nozzle has no limit as to how far I can go with it. It seems to have no limitation. Now, has that still not registering as being fully clean, is it? I must have to just get some of these bits off. This is so power wash right now. You think you've got everything clean and you're looking for this tiny mark somewhere. Surely that's clean enough, right? Does that count? If I drop this tool now, whoops. Oh, it goes over here. I think it still thinks I need to take a little bit more dirt off of it, I think. All right, let's go around it one more time and see if I can find with the scanner. I didn't mean to do that. My finger slipped. I just put some foam on it by accident. That bit's extra clean now. It was actually the scanner I was looking for. So you see how these bits are appearing on and off? That's the scanner. So those are the bits that are still a bit grubby. And it's a little bit harder to see them on this car because the scanner is orange and we're doing it on a red base. It's much easier to miss those bits. We've got some on the top there as well. You were going to apply for this factory job. 15 minutes away. They're only hiring for overnight shifts. Oh, 8 till 6. That's rough, isn't it? Because your whole life changes with a job like that, doesn't it? You have to flip everything on its head, which is a pretty big deal. Probably good money though, but you know, it would need to be, wouldn't it? So we're going to cover the car with wax. Yeah, I mean, if you don't really want to and you have a choice about it, then yeah, I don't blame you. I don't think I would. I can't envision myself doing shift work. It would stuff me up too much. Alright, so this is our wax layer. I mean, I thought it was looking pretty good before the wax, to be honest. Everything just comes out of the one nozzle. It's all very convenient. Get the bonnet done as well. Actually, I think I need to do the roof too. I don't think I did the roof, did I? It's so red. I love it. I love how red it is. Honestly, I knew what I was getting myself in for here. And I'm not disappointed. There's a couple little bits here where we need a bit more wax on them. And actually, I think maybe crouching might be a good idea. There we go. That's beautiful. Now we want to go for the polish as well. So we're just going to spray that over as well for some reason. Surely we should be using a little bit of elbow grease at some point. Bright red two-door satin. Oh, isn't it funny how we all loved a two-door. I think it's because of the age of like Fast and the Furious and all those kinds of movies. Everybody wanted a hot little two-door with a NOS tank and a good sound system. I had a subwoofer installed in the back of my little red car, which was ridiculous, honestly. But I loved it. It was going off in that car. And we had these, I don't know if it was the same in the US, but we would get these decks for the front. So you'd get a little deck sound system. And when you parked the car, I used to take the deck out because people would steal them. Take the deck out, pop it in my handbag and go shopping. Just, you know, as you do. So me and my friend would be wandering around with our decks in our bags. Oh, it's crazy to think about, actually. Just crazy. Yes, it did, didn't it? It would shake anything loose inside the car and you'd be like, yeah, what do you reckon to my sound system? Meanwhile, it's like you're stuck inside a maraca. We were so cool though, weren't we? Honestly. Dangerously cool, I would say. I'm a little worried about how cool we actually were. Right, just getting all these bits off of the rims of the tyres. Lovely, look at us go. So that's all of the washing part complete. It's looking, well, better. It's a bit rough. Actually, when it's clean, you can see all the rough bits around the door, but we're going to go sort that out now. That's the only important part. That's right. You got to live in the moment, Muffins. You got to live in the moment. And I think you're living by that mantra when you bought that Muff whiskey. That's living in the moment. This car drives. I can't even describe how well it drives. It feels amazing. We're going to park it in the repair zone. We're going to pick up the tool and press E. All right. Then we're going to grab the things that we need to get the bodywork sorted out. We'll work it out. Who needs instructions? Me. Okay. Now, we're going to take the rust off first. We need our rust and metal sandpaper. That's the putty one. So we want just the regular sandpaper. And do we need to put... Yeah, there's the scanner. So that's showing us the areas we really need to be focusing on here. We're taking it all the way back. I hope we can still get this paint color. I hope we checked that first. We're really just taking it all the way back down to the base here. Now we're going to go all the way up the door there. Feels so scary doing this. This is very powerful sandpaper. I feel like we could get anything off with this. Up the door. It's not very precision. Like, you can't be like precise with it. It takes off like an enormous area. All right, we have to go on. It's basically just all the edges. There you go. A little coffee delivery while we're doing this important work. I hope this is all rust. This is all rust, isn't it? Yeah, must be. Because we've cleaned it. It's been fully cleaned, so it shouldn't look that way at this point. Right, so let's just do the base first. And then we'll get up off of our hands and knees and we'll work out the rest. At least the tyres look like they're in good condition. Something's okay. Right, door jamb. I wonder if we need to do those bits as well. I mean, it's only mildly rusty. Can something be mildly rusty? Or is it just rusty or not? Don't know how fussy it's going to be. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Okay. Now, according to the little progress bar, let's say we're 80% done. This is quite rusty on the back here, so let's get this bit sorted out. Rusty on the front, I should say. Now, let's just... I'm just going to have a little sip of tea here. I'm behind on the drinks. I've got coffee lined up as well. That's what happens when I'm really enjoying a game. I forget to, you know, drink my tea or my water, whatever I've got out. That door is looking really rough still, so we'll go higher up on the door, and we'll also do this bit here. All of that can come off as well. In for a penny, in for a pound. Guess we'll just put a new bloody door on at this point. How far do you go with this? Probably need to do the same on the other side, I guess. Actually, that bit under the muscle symbol is looking a bit rough too. My muscle car. I bet that's what yours said, Muffins. I bet it was a muscle car. Do this one here. We've got a little bit over there as well. And the front. Surely, it still thinks there's more to do. Where's my little scanner? There's a little bit there still at the front that I can see popping up. We've nearly done it. What about the rest of the car? Just toggle it on and off. Yeah, there's still some here. We might need to go... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Might need to go a little bit higher with it. Still not quite there. Let's check the back. Oh yeah, okay, I see. It's the underneath part there up the top. It's probably going to get it done. A little bit of rust. Oh, but just can't be precise with it though. I'm taking off stuff that doesn't need to come off. The whole car's getting a respray at this point. Okay, that's done. It looks terrible now. We're going to put some putty on with our spatula. Some putty. Now, do I have to get the putty off of the table? Or no? Or is it just going to... I think it automatically will just happen, won't it? So. Ooh. Oh, okay. This is amazing. The putty part makes everything worth it. Like, this is so satisfying. I think maybe I would like to change my career now. I may need to do this for a living. Oh, it's gonna hide all of our sins. That's my favorite thing. That is my absolute favorite thing so far. Probably because I really like painting. And I think this is satisfying that for me. Now we can get it all up here where we've taken all of that off as well. Good. Need to adjust our camera a bit there so we can see what's happening. Going around the wheels is also my favorite. This is much more enjoyable than doing the sandpapering. Whee! All right. This front part done. And we should be ready to paint. We need to get a couple of these areas sorted as well. And there must be something we've missed. Somewhere. A little bit more there. Very close. Toggling that scanner on and off. A couple of bits down there as well. Definitely tricky. The scanner's tricky on a red car because of the it being so close to the base color. Everything always comes up in orange on the scanner. Down there as well. Done. Lovely. Now, we have to sand the putty also. We need the putty sandpaper, a really fine sandpaper, so that we're not taking off all of the good work that we have already done. Smooth it out so it's looking lovely, ready for the paint. Nobody would ever know. I think it would be nice if we could get a car lift. I feel like we might be able to upgrade this garage later. A car lift would be great so that you can do this stuff while you're just wandering around without crouching. Seems like any good repair shop would have a car lift. My workshop in Car Mechanic Sim has too. I'm fancy like that. Looks a bit like talcum powder, doesn't it? Oh, this is so chill. I actually really enjoy this part of the game. It'd be very awkward if we don't have the right red. Imagine trying to color match a red from 1986. It'd be very disappointing if we do all of this hard work. It's not the right match. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to paint the restored parts with our paint spray, which is just going to magically color match for us, which I love. Look at that. My keen eye has perfectly color matched this paint. And that is why you pay a professional. Oh, she's going to look stunning, quite frankly. After all that careful prep work. I think we paid, what did we pay for it in the end? It was just over 5,000. She drove a hard bargain. I think I paid 5,013 for this. We need to make sure when we sell it, make a nice tidy profit there after all this hard work. I love this color red, actually. That's a very good car red. It feels like we should be taking it through the car wash again after we've done all of this. We washed it, waxed and polished. Then we sanded it down. And now we're painting it. It's going to feel like it needs another polish, surely. Beautiful. You're gonna see me coming in this. I wish I could keep this. I hope they let you get your own car that you can just muck around with, because I don't want to have to drive that tow truck everywhere. This drives like an absolute dream. Yeah, I feel like they will. I feel like they will let you do that. Hey, I might even be able to buy myself a proper bed as well, so I'm not sleeping on that disgusting couch in the office. Well, one thing at a time, I suppose. Steady on there, Strimmer. I'll get fired. They'll think I'm high maintenance because I'm asking for a clean toilet and to not sleep on the couch in the office. Like, oh, la-di-da. Someone thinks they're too good to sleep on the dirty ground. You're fired. It's going to come up beautifully for the photographs. Make sure we get some nice angles there. Look at that. Well, well, well. That has come up an absolute treat. Now, we need to drive it to put some fuel in it first. What a shame. What a shame we have to drive it. Oh, don't get it dirty. Now we need to go where the marker is over here. Look out, everybody. I'm out here with my newly restored red car. I don't feel like stopping at stop signs or waiting for traffic of any kind. I'm going to put that out there as well, so we all know where we're at to avoid any awkwardness. All right, let's pop in a bit of petrol, or fuel as the Americans like to call it. Pick up the fuel pouring gun, press E, open the cover. Lovely. Okay. Then we can automatically fill up the tank by toggling. Love to see it. Okay. So we're going to pop... I just had a thought there. I didn't check to see what side of the car it was on, but that worked out nicely. Now there's a little toggle button, so they say, for autofill. Finish and pay. That was quick. That was really quick. Couldn't be easier. I wish it was that quick when I put petrol in the car for real. I actually really don't like fueling up for some reason. Such a drag going to the petrol station. And I think it's because there's so much add-on stuff when you go to buy petrol now. FD, why don't you F off? How do you feel about that? I feel good about it. Sorry about that. Let's go for parking in the parked spot. Get some lovely photographs. Perfect. So we want our tablet. And we're going to get some nice angles. It looks beautiful. Beautiful. I wish I hadn't parked it quite so close to all the weeds, but what are you going to do? I think we need to do some maintenance. Lovely. Now, we're going to go inside. We're going to go to the computer and put our ad on. We bought this for 5,013. So we need to make sure we're getting a bit of a profit here. Just trying to catch up with my coffee and tea all lined up here. The little alpha males get so upset when women don't sound like na 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 na. Oh, I'm just going to sell my car. If you don't sound like that, it hurts their soul. They start to question the whole identity, don't they? It's very strange. Fucking loser. Open used cars app on the PC. Go to your ads. Click add new ad. Okay. We're going to go... I know, my computer's amazing. Thanks for noticing, by the way. It is beautiful. Go to the car shop. Your ads. We're going to add a new advertisement. We only have one car at the moment, so we're going to select this one. It pre-fills the condition of the car already. We're going to add the images that I've taken on the tablet. Right, competitiveness of the offer. Too high of a price decreases customer interest. All right, so we're getting bonuses here for what we've done to it. So hello, Cac Man, how you doing? Going on? We get a 10% bonus because we've taken photos, and then extra bonuses because it's washed and polished, which makes sense. So the market value is 6262, which is a fairly decent profit. I bought it for 5013. But let's try going a little higher to allow room for negotiation, maybe. Oh, look at this. That's interesting that you get that visual there. I feel like that's new as well. So if it goes too low, we're not going to get quite as much interest. So what if we do 6299? The advertisement is on. From time to time, you may encounter sabotage from the competition. Try to catch the thug before they cause any damage. Get close and press E. What? My beautiful car that I've just restored? Don't you even... Oh, I don't believe this. You have not. What else can I do to you? Oh my god. But now it's all filthy. How did he make it look like that? By throwing a brick at it. He threw a brick at it and now it looks like it hasn't been washed for 69 years. I'm devastated now. Is that going to damage... like the... because I'm about to show it to somebody. Oh, of course, Catman. Of course, I'm the one that's doing something. You know, I'm not the victim here. Tesla dealership. It's just telling me to sell the car, so it seems like it doesn't want me to go and clean it. It seems like it's more important whether it's clean for the photos or not. Okay. So, have I got someone here that wants to buy it? Is there any marker of someone who's interested? Oh, I probably need to go back to the computer, actually. I got distracted because of that. That's new. That wasn't in there before. We didn't have thugs coming on and trying to ruin my dealership. Right, so my ads. Can I see if I've got inquiries or anything? Don't know. Upgrades, mail. No, I've got no mail. Just says negotiate and sell the car. Should I sleep? Maybe I should sleep and reset the day. Let's have a little look. It was a very loud and obnoxious yawn, wasn't it? Okay, so let's see if anybody's waiting out the front to have a look at it. Oh, here we go. Terry, let's meet. I'm sending you my pin. Okay, so where are you? Are you actually literally on the car yard? Oh, he's here. Hello. So I am going to move the car 30 meters, not even, to you, because he can't be bothered just walking over here. I know I wouldn't, that's what they said, competition, didn't they? That didn't look like a rival car dealership owner, did it? Is that close enough, sir? Right, so he wants to offer me 5218. Well, that's way off, mate. Get good. Let's make it 6250. I'm offering 5898. What if I offer 6200? I won't pay that much. My offer's 6099. That's what you say now. Let's go. Why am I giving him a gift? It's like you can give them a gift to get a better price. It's like, how about you just pay what it's worth, mate? 6150. Okay, gift. A cigarette. Give him a cigarette. Have a cigarette and 6150. Yeah, that's it. We got you. We got him with one cigarette. We got him over the line.
I knew young that you were up to it.
Loves it.
I hope you're happy with the amount you've earned. It looks like I won't be
We did
in the
good.
shop for a long time, so
We did good. I know, to be honest, it wasn't looking amazing by the time it came to selling it, but I pretty much got the price that I wanted. So it's saying that we can design the sign. That's pretty cool. We can name it. Let's have a look. So we'll do that in here. Company name. You know what it's going to be. Just cars, innit? Just cars, like Just Jeans, but for cars. And let's see what font we might like. I quite like that stretchy font, I have to say. Yeah, I quite like that. Nice and big. We can put some spacing. Just cars in it. Just cars in it. Bit of character spacing as well. Isn't it funny how when you bring it down, it looks a little classier? Just cars in it. It's like I'm whispering. Just cars. Just cars in it. Decoration. Linear. Or we can have a half circle. I don't really think it matters, to be honest. The bevel size. Oh, look at the beveling on that. I never thought I'd say that. Look at the beveling on that. Bevel segments. Extrude. Oh, got a bit of extrusion. Oh, that's too much. You have your eye out on that, I think. Let's maybe bring it back a little bit. Now, we'll go for... Can we change the back of it? The back of it looks knackered. That's not helping things at all, is it? What's the extrude color? Oh, yeah, I see. The beveling color. Doesn't really matter what color we have for the back. It looks just like, can't it have a bit of a... I mean, if we go for that color, it kind of looks like we're deliberately trying to look rustic. Like we're trying to do the whole millennial burger joint vibe. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the way to go. Just like go with it because it looks so like horrible. We may as well try and make it look rustic. So the font color. Why do I hate all of these options? I think we'll have pink. I think it's the font color that I'm not loving. Maybe we have white. White as the base. The extrude color can be, you know, maybe like, maybe we'll do the bevel color first because I feel like you notice that more. I think maybe we'll go. Yeah, maybe the grey. Just want it to stand out from the road, really, don't we? That's what we want. Yes. Done and done. We did that in Shiftify. Little app on the PC called Shiftify. Shiftify your signage today. Wow. I mean, the street appeal is outstanding, to be honest. This looks like the kind of place I would want to buy a car. For sure. Now we need to check our mailbox. Oh, there's an abandoned vehicle. Oh, interesting. Okay. Inbox. Ron Dunn. During a routine patrol near the scrapyard, we came across an abandoned vehicle. The car's rusty and appears to be neglected, but it seems to be fully operational. It's not listed as stolen in the registry. If you're interested, you can take care of it. Better for it to end up in good hands than rusting away by the roadside. Okay. A free car. I'm not going to complain. So, we'll bring the car to the workshop. It's looks like it's a little bit further away than where we've been going previously. But we have a little map marker, so we're going to be fine. Need to make sure I keep an eye on the fuel of this as well. Got a fuel gauge there. Alright, so we want to go this way. Then I think we could probably cut through here. And then we'll turn right. The map seems to be kind of like inverse. Throwing me off there. That's the way. Oh, this feels really rough after driving that beautiful little red sports car. A bit rude. Hello, running. How you doing? I think I can just take this road. Is it a road? Or is it more of a path? I guess we'll find out soon enough. I feel like it's SnowRunner all of a sudden, now that I'm off the beaten track. So, this is the scrapyard. We have this abandoned car that doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. I've bought worse ones. So let's get it all lined up for a beautiful towing. How is it to drive on the correct side of the road? I see what you did there. It feels sick and wrong, Asgard. That's what it feels like. Sick and wrong. I feel like I'm in Bizarro land. Okay, I'm loving this towing situation. It's so much easier than it was before. I love it. Because it was a bit hit and miss, as we remember. But now we are hit and miss. Could have been user error, not gonna lie. Nonetheless. Lovely. Just like that. Every time. I always put the remote back before I lift the ramp. Every single time. Okay. Lovely. Take it back to our little workshop. Oops. Now, I might need to do a 69-point turn here, or we may just make it. No, we do need to do a little bit of a backup. Whoop. Okay, lovely. As we were. I love this. I cannot wait for the full version of this game. This scratches all of my simulator itches. Some parts remind me of SnowRunner, other parts Power Wash Sim. Any kind of like flipping game as well, where you're making something old new again. A little bit of Car Mechanic Sim. All games that I've loved wrapped into one. And you know, I played the prologue and this is the demo, and the polish is high. We haven't run into any bugs or anything that's made the game crash today. Everything's functional. My hopes are high. Actually, I've got lots of interesting new games to show you all at the moment. I've been sent about 5 or 6 brand new game codes. Some are games that have just come out, some are games that aren't out yet, all different kinds of things that I'm looking forward to playing and showing you all what's going on with. I love checking out new games. So let's bring it around the back. And we'll unload it off the back and drive it straight into the car wash. How's that for a plan? And let's remember to put the ramp back up. Actually, I think what's happening is I'm taking the winch off and then that's automatically putting the pilot away. And you need to be holding the pilot to put the ramp back up. So that's what's happening there. That's why it's so easy to forget. Oh, that's a zippy little car for an abandoned vehicle. Wasn't expecting it to drive that nicely. So we'll get ourselves some foam. Very compact. I thought it would be in worse condition. How is it that I had that car that I restored and cleaned ended up looking worse than this because that thug came and threw like one thing at it? I love putting the foam on. I wonder how many, I wonder if this will expand so that you get access to multiple dealerships in different areas. So like when you play SnowRunner, you're unlocking different maps as you go. I wonder if it's like that and you get to sort of establish some different places. And then you get that driving element as well. Actually, whenever I play this, it does give me a bit of a craving for some SnowRunner. The only trouble with SnowRunner is it's a big game to have on your PC, like download size. Because I'm often hop, skip, jumping between games for various reasons with content and everything. I often do have quite a lot installed at the same time, so I always end up taking SnowRunner off because I always feel like I'm not playing it enough to justify it taking up that much room. But the other reason I didn't play that new game that's come out on Game Pass recently, Avowed. I went to play that the other day. I was like, oh, I could really give that a go. I reckon that's a bit of me. And I just wanted to kind of sink into something pretty quickly, but it was a really big download, and I would have had to have juggled all of my stuff on the computer. I couldn't be bothered, so I didn't download it. So I played One Lonely Outpost instead, and I am loving that game. Hello, RT. How are you doing? One Lonely Outpost is another new Xbox release, Xbox Game Pass release, and it's very similar to Stardew Valley, but it's in space. And I just love it. It's so relaxed. Having the best time. Not going too badly. I'll probably... this is probably the last week of not having my full setup for the stream. But, yeah, probably. But at the same time, I have to say, like, I like being a cam streamer. That's what I've always done. But at the same time, it's been pretty amazing how different the experience has been using an avatar. It's been a really interesting experiment because I feel like the actual act of streaming is so much easier. I don't have to do half as much stuff to prepare for a live if I'm using an avatar. I can be ready so quickly. I don't have to think about, you know, setting up the room behind me, lights, my own getting ready. I don't have to think about any of that stuff. But the big one is I haven't been subject to as much harassment when I'm live with this avatar. You still get some because, you know, people are the worst. But using a cam as a female creator, unfortunately, opens you up to a lot of sexual harassment. And I get a lot of that on YouTube especially. And that, you know, life's been so crazy the last couple of weeks. I just knew that I wouldn't be able to really cope with that. So that's been a really nice thing too. I have actually loved just being able to make content and feeling like it's just about the content and it's not about people looking at me, talking about how I look, good or the bad, whatever it is. It's been a real breath of fresh air for me to feel like I actually, you know, can do something and not just be seen as like something to look at on the internet. You get people that are that way. You get people that want to just say horrible things about how you look as well. It's something that a lot of male content creators don't really have to deal with. So that's definitely something that I have enjoyed and I'm going to miss a little bit when I go off of the avatar. That's felt like a nice time for me to breathe. No, that's okay. I wasn't accusing you of being creepy. That's fine. And I know people do. I like watching cam streamers as well. I do understand. It's a level of immersion that you don't get with an avatar when you've got the cam on. So when you're talking to people, they can see your expressions and your mannerisms and it's more personal. Like, I totally get that. And that is why I do like being a cam streamer. But yeah, unfortunately, that's the downside to doing it, is you're opening yourself up for a lot more people saying really personal things to you and trying to get you to have... I think people care more about getting a reaction out of you when you're live with the cam on as well, and they don't really care so much when it's an avatar. And most of the time, I can just take that with a pinch of salt. But then there's other times, especially if I've got a lot going on in my personal life or whatever, where I just think, no, I can't be bothered with that. Especially when things are, it's not a great space at the moment. Like, to be perfectly honest, content creation is not a great time for it. Everything's very low compared to what we're used to. So there's definitely less, there's less of the positive, and then when the negative things happen, they feel so much bigger. So I guess I'm at the moment I'm trying to figure out a way forwards with all of this, with something that I think works for me, that's worthwhile doing, that works with my schedule, that I feel like I get something out of. Because it's not the same landscape it was when I started this a few years ago. So we're going to cover this with some polish as well. I think it's a changing world. I think there's less demand. This is just my opinion. I've been doing this for 5 years. There's less demand for live stream content in general in the gaming space, I think. Which is why I've been slowly working on my YouTube and I do offline content as well for that reason. I don't think people are as available or willing to tune into things at a predetermined time. I think people have become accustomed to on-demand viewing for lots of different reasons, and that's why streaming in places like YouTube is great, because your stream stays there and people can watch it afterwards. They can watch your videos, all that kind of thing. For whatever reason, platforms like Twitch seem to be suffering a huge viewership drop. And there's no discoverability on Twitch. So when I go live, to be perfectly honest, when I go live on there at the moment, I feel like I may as well just go live in Discord. That's what it feels like. Because no one new finds me. So if the people that normally hang out can't make it that day, which of course everyone's got lives, you're sitting there streaming to almost nobody. And I'm kind of at a point where I don't really think I can... not willing to accept that. So it's like, well, that's why I'm experimenting with some vertical lives. Because these ones give you more discoverability than the traditional ones. But even these can be hit and miss because they're all algorithm based. So I was trying to find a way that you can reach a new audience without feeling like you're burning all of this time you could be spending doing something else, because maybe the answer is not going live so much and making more offline content, or maybe it's going live but don't do it on a set schedule. Do it at times that work. Do it in the platform that makes sense for whatever game you're doing, being more strategic with it. I'm just really working through all that at the moment. I'm doing this morning slot now, but whether I'll keep that or not, I don't know. I've been in a real experimental phase with it for the past 6 months or so, which I think is good to do. I don't think you should just keep doing something because it worked once. You do need to try things. So that's kind of where I'm at. This isn't me being whingy. This is just me telling you kind of, if you've, I guess, wondered and thought, oh, it just seems like she's doing a lot of different stuff. It's because I am. I am really trying to figure it all out. What's going to work. What works in 2025. What works for me. And that means a lot of tweaking and changes. And some people will drop off and I won't see them again. And if that's how it is, that's how it is. Yeah, I'm still unsure about TikTok. I'm persevering with it, but it's got a lot of problems as a creator. And we still don't really know if it's going to end up staying in the US in the long term either. You like watching lives and random vids? Yeah, there is a place for both. Like, there really is a place for both. And that's just where I think that you need to make sure you've got the balance right. Because I think, especially during the pandemic, live streams were everything. It made so much sense to do that as much as you could, because you know everyone was stuck at home and people were wanting to be social. People couldn't be social. So it was such a perfect thing to have. But, you know, things are different now. And I don't think that it makes as much sense for it to be, you know, to have this set schedule where you go live on, you know, traditional landscape, Twitch or whatever for, you know, 5 hours, 4 days a week. You know, I just don't know about that. Yeah, I have had that feedback. I think that YouTube is actually actively making a lot of upgrades to the live experience. They've brought some really good things in, which is great. But I know that everybody has their preferences as well, which makes this more difficult. Everyone has their preference about the platform they like to use for whatever reason that is. And I think, unfortunately, when you're making content, you do tend to think that people will just watch you wherever you are, but that's just not true. They don't. Some people do. But those people are very, very few and far between. Most people are more loyal to the platform than the creator. And that just is what it is. And I think you just kind of have to accept that. I think when you start making content, you sort of assume that people care more than they do. This isn't me trying to be overly negative, by the way. I'm just sort of saying these are my experiences. You think people care more than they do. And it's just better if you're a bit more realistic about what your role is. And what you need to do for yourself as a creator. It's important to be realistic about that, I think, for your own growth and your own mental health as well. I am sandpapering the rust off of the car. Don't judge. It looks sensational when it's done. Now, for some reason, I mean, this may be what you do. It seems strange though, doesn't it? Washing it and then waxing and polishing it, and then the first thing is sandpapering feels kind of weird, but I guess you have to get a really nice finish first, I suppose. Upgrade body workshop. Oh, that hasn't ticked itself. I wonder if maybe I wasn't supposed to do that for this particular car. Oh, I see what it's telling me to do. It wants me to go into the office and actually upgrade the workshop itself, which I didn't realize we could do. I do appreciate you, muffins. I see muffins everywhere. And it is always really lovely. Whilst there's no expectation that people are going to jump around all these different platforms, it is always lovely to see familiar faces when you do stream somewhere else. So if I go to upgrades and I go to body workshop, what do we get at level 2? We get a standalone workstation and some new electrical tools. It costs $1,000, which I have got. Beautiful. Well, that's new. We've never upgraded the body workshop. Oh, we've got a grinder now. Remove rust with a grinder. I did it the loser way because I didn't know I was getting a grinder. God damn it. So do I need to move it then to the standalone workshop? I think I do. Yes, I do. Okay. I didn't know that was going to happen. Look at this. It's next to the car wash. Well then. Now we have some electrical tools because we're all a little bit fancy. Grinder. Oh, this should speed things up a wee bit. Now where's some of the stuff on the roof there? If it was only TT, you'd be less likely to show. You're like when I'm on 2. Yeah, that's fair, honestly. I wouldn't expect people to... I know that TikTok is divisive for people. You're either like it, you're either on it or you're not. I absolutely get that. 100%. Jeez, we're taking off a lot of paint here. I know, but you know what? I'm really enjoying doing this. I'm wondering if maybe I would like to do this for my real job. I feel like I'd get a lot of satisfaction out of this. It's a good time. Restoring cars. I feel like I might like it. I don't want to work on the engines and stuff. I'll just do the body work. I feel like I've got an eye for it. No, there's no way this would be as relaxing in real life. Simulator games are very good at making difficult things seem extremely simple and chill. Yeah, what experience do you have, Ms. A? for this workshop job? Oh, well, I've played 3.5 hours of the demo of car dealer simulator. So where's my new office? Where shall I sit? Now let's talk salary. How have I not got all of this off now? I'm using the scanner to see bits that I've missed. There's not much there. Like, we may as well just buy a new car at this point. We're taking like all of it off. If an aeroplane pilot said it, what experience do you have? Oh, well, I recently installed Microsoft Flight Simulator and I've only crashed a couple of times. So, you know, let me know where I should fill in my employment paperwork. How long it took the sprayer to clean the car. Well, I think it might have been the... So what happens is when you put the scanner on, it shows it as orange. So it shows everything as orange, whether you're trying to get dirt off or whether you're getting rust off. Yeah, I land 69% of the time. I land safely every time. So quite frankly, I'm a little outraged at all of these questions. Like, do you need someone for the job or not? Apply putty with the spatula. I love the putty part though. My God, it's already 10 past 10. This is how you know. This is how you know when you love a game, because you don't even realize what the time is. This is one of those games. Yeah, exactly. I would be quite proud of those safety records on Microsoft Flight Sim. Truth be told, I've never played Microsoft Flight Sim. I've got it on Game Pass. Never played it. To be honest, I was just worried I might be too good at it. That's my biggest concern. Yeah, I do have to work today. I do. I will be going to work. And going to work means sitting in the exact same spot that I'm in right now. Just using different programs. So yes, I will be going to work after stream. I usually do a half an hour to an hour after the stream just to make sure that, you know, I'm on top of everything. And then I usually go out and have a walk or do some kind of workout just to get off the PC for a bit. And then when I come home, I have a bit of lunch and I work the rest of the afternoon. Because everything I do to make money is all at the desk, basically. So I like to make sure that I am still doing plenty of exercise and walking around. Because, you know, sitting for long periods of time is all kinds of bad for your general health. Move to Australia. Maybe you could move to Australia anyway. Maybe there's something you could do in Australia. I don't know what your skill set is. Make it happen. Live your dreams. What I say. Bloody expensive here though, just so you know. But it's probably expensive where you are as well. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I don't know how difficult it is to move to Australia. I suppose it depends on your circumstances. It's probably difficult. It's probably difficult if you don't have employment lined up. That's just me assuming. You probably would need a sponsor. Unless you were bringing something to the country that maybe we really had a shortage of. I don't know, actually. Now, where's the rest of this? Yeah, it is expensive. Everywhere. But I think Australia's just had a very sharp increase. I think I saw something saying that Australia has suffered one of the biggest declines in living standards in terms of just, you know, cost of living and stuff in a very long time. More than the rest of the world. Things are pretty nuts. The right opportunity came along. Oh, you have to keep your eyes open. I think it's good to good to have an open mind with things like that, I think, because you only get one shot at things. You don't want to feel like you've left any stones unturned. Used to be when you finish a degree, you can stay as permanent resident. When you got here, they've now changed. Oh yeah, Running would know, actually. Running would know about that. Yeah, they may have changed it now so that it's more about the sponsorship you get with your employer, possibly. God, as much as I am loving this, I am going to have to give that. So I'm going to have to stop there because I need to do some work today. So we haven't even, there is so much content in this. So just as a recap, this is Car Dealer Simulator. The full demo is coming out for everybody on the 27th of March. So we got to have an early access peek, which I really appreciate. So thank you to Garage Monkeys for that. So keep this on your wish list. Check it out when it comes out in a couple of days. It's a really big demo. We haven't even finished it. And you can get a really good feel for the game. I am going to love this game. I can't wait to play the real full version. I'm so into it. And thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Keep your eyes peeled. I will put a little Discord link in the chat here. And if you're over on TikTok, my Discord and other links are all in my link tree off my profile. I may be starting to do some extra vertical lives. As I said, I'm still figuring it out. But I might start playing around with doing some in the later afternoon from time to time. So it's 10 o'clock now. So what's that? Maybe from about 7 hours from now, I might start playing around with doing those after I've finished work for the day, here or there. So keep an eye out for those notifications. And I always ping Discord when I go live, so you know when I'm on. I'd like to try that time and see how that works for me as well, as part of me figuring out how things are going to look in 2025. But thanks again. Hello, Goofball. Welcome in. Thanks, everyone on YouTube. Thanks, everyone on TikTok as well. It's been lovely hanging out with you as usual. And hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow morning. I will let you know what it's going to be tomorrow. We'll probably do another new game. I've got all these different codes of games that I'd like to try. So hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow for some more new game alerts. Until then, have a great rest of your day or night. And it's bye for now. Bye.